Today, on National Siblings Day and in the middle of Autism Acceptance Month, I'd like to bring our attention to a group of kids we mark as resilient, whose silent retreat, I fear, we may be mistaking for strength. These kids, the amazing siblings to autistic children, are so full of understanding and grace, but that doesn't mean there isn't also pain. Naturally, a parent's attention goes to the child struggling most, and just as naturally, the sibling of a disabled child will fall into place to accommodate those same needs while receiving subtle messaging over time that there may not be a lot of space for their own. We tend to forget that siblings go through these feelings and stages of grief. Tara Reynolds, mom of 2 and a fierce autism advocate, shared with me on Monday evening. Here's what our boys, both siblings to autistic children, had to share. Reynolds has a son close in age to my own. Henry, 13, has a 6-year-old autistic brother, Robby. It's just the 2 of them at home. Calvin, 12, is the second oldest of my 4. My oldest, Lily, is autistic, diagnosed at 3 years old. Henry and Calvin are some of the most amazing humans this world will ever know. Tara and I agree on that. Not a lot of children experience that type of growth at this level before age 13, Reynolds shared, referring to how our children have had to watch their siblings struggle and make accommodations for them on their own. Henry never makes my husband, his brother or I feel guilty at all, she shared. He always is so supportive of what Robby might need in order to have a good day. Calvin, too, has worked hard to help his sister cope over the years. But as he's gotten older, he's been able to communicate that he doesn't want to be left to figure life out when I only have space to act as a buffer between Lily and her hard day. Calvin has taught me that sometimes the greatest need isn't right before my eyes. Sometimes the greatest need lies deep within the kid who seems just fine. We cannot forget them. I have held my son many times the past year as he's let out heavy cries. It's been harder for him to keep big feelings inside post-divorce as he's been given more tools to process hard things. As he's processed some of the bigger things, topics like this have been easier for him to address. We sat down this week to talk about what he may want to say about growing up alongside Lily. You just have to focus on her a lot, he shared with me. Like, if she's stimming when I'm trying to show you something, you have to focus on that first, Calvin said. I asked him the biggest positive to his experience growing up with an autistic sibling, to which he said, well, you learn how autistic people feel. But do you feel there needs to be more care around how you feel? I asked him. Well, yeah, he shared, but I just hope that families like ours won't give more care to kids like me over their autistic children because they feel their lives aren't worth it.